just wanna play. I wanna sing my song. I just wanna run and not be gone too long. 'Cause this time is precious still. I wanna keep it close to me. I'm wishing on a star to make more time to see. You can always dream. You can put your life on hold. 'Cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now. And then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. You can always dream. No one's taken that from you. Only you can see it through, just like the way you do. So feed it from your soul and weigh it from both sides. The fulcrum and the tides will give direction that you'll know. You can always dream. You can put your life on hold. 'Cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now. And then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. When you make the time, it's a game of give and take. When the balance is at stake, you need to take a look inside. Look deep into your heart and remember how it feels. It's where the answer lies and tells you what is real. You can always dream. You can put your life on hold. 'Cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now. And then you'll find out how to keep dreaming.
Good morning, Celebration Center and friends out in the ethers. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And I'm Jenn Fay, one of the practitioners here. And I will be the host today. And if you're online with us, I encourage you to say hi in the chat. Let us know how you found us and how you are today. And if you're new, you could fill out a guest card so we can keep in touch with you. And if you're in person, we encourage people to turn off their ringer, which I need to do yet. And first time people here, if you'll stand up if you're willing and let us know how you found us. I don't see anyone here yet that's new. But we welcome, whether you're here in the room or out online, that your presence really is a gift to us. And so, before we get started, we always take a moment to thank the people who are serving and helping to create this service today. And so last week, Arena said, give yourself a hand for being here. I thought, that's a good idea. I like that. We're here. We showed up. And so if you want, you can give me a hand because I'm the host, the practitioner, and the speaker today. And I'm also singing. And and Terry will be reading a poem, and she said it's a performance piece, so woo! I'm looking forward to that. Yay. Lynn and I will be doing music. Yay. And we want to give a special thanks to our tech crew, Ivor and TJ. And TJ will only be with us 2 more weeks. I know. And so we have a special song for him today.
We hope you'll sing. You'll kind of get it as we go along here. So TJ, yeah, thank you. I'm not going to be here next week, so I wanted to do something special for you. So here we go. You didn't have to help us like you did, but you did. And we thank you. You didn't have to help us like you did, but you did. And we thank you. You joined our team, tech savvy and true. Worked the PA, set up microphone too. You worked the sound, added reverb too. So we're singing this song and taking time to tell you that you didn't have to help us like you did, but you did. And we thank you. You didn't need to help us like you did, but you did. And we thank you. You dove right in, learned StreamYard too. You shared your skills and saw us through. You tweaked the sound, helped Ivor too, so you could take a vacation and come back renewed. Oh, you didn't have to help us like you did, but you did. And we thank you. You didn't have to help us like you did, but you did. And we thank you. We thank you. We thank you. All right, TJ.
Yay, TJ. Your presence has been such a blessing for us.
You guys are too sweet.
We were really sweet. We didn't make you come up here.
Next week.
Okay, so announcements. Today after service, we have our cookies and conversation, cookies and coffee, followed by sing-along. And the art night this month, there's a change in the date. It's August 22nd. So please RSVP to Miriam. Next Sunday, we have I have Reverend Carrie Bear. He's a reverend now? Well, that's what I have. Awaken your creative genius. That's a great topic. All right, so we have our opening song, our second opening song.
All right, please join us in singing Make the Space by Angela Blue Skies. Make the space within me to receive all the blessings you give. Make the space within me to receive all the blessings you give. Make the space within me to receive all the blessings you give. Make the space within me to receive all the blessings you give. And love flows from the top of every mountain. And love flows from the rivers and the streams. Love flows from the tides of the ocean. And love flows on and on, on and on, on and on, on and on. Make the space within me to receive all the blessings you give. Make the space within me to receive all the blessings you give. Make the space within me to receive all the blessings you give. Make the space within me to receive all the blessings you give. And love flows from the top of every mountain. And love flows from the rivers and the streams. Love flows from the tides of the ocean. And love flows on and on, on and on, on and on, on and on. Make the space within me to receive all the blessings you give. Make the space within me to receive all the blessings you give. Make the space within me to receive all the blessings you give. Make the space within me to receive all the blessings you give. Make the space within me to receive all the blessings you give. One more time. Make the space within me to receive all the blessings you give.
Thank you, Lynn. It's a good thing if you like to sing. It is a good thing. And so we move into our time, our sacred time. Just reminding you that if you want a prayer, you can make a request in many ways. Online or in person. We have green cards over on the table that you can put in the basket, and there's a group of us that pray on those requests all week. So let's start with our vision statement. We are celebrating spirit within and knowing the oneness of humanity. I just noticed I had a note on my paper here about that was under the announcements. I'm just going to do one last plug for Reverend Raymond Anderson's class on storytelling. It's finding yourself in the story. They have had one. They've already had one class, but I think you could still join if you're so inclined. I think it's going to be really good. So if you want more information, I don't know that we have anything on the website about it, but if you're on the announcement list, I have posted it there a number of times. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, and today after cookies, when we're nice and happy and full of sugar, we are going to sing. Okay, and that will be online. That will be on Zoom as well as in person. So the theme for this particular week in our unstatus quo theme is trauma. It's the topic of trauma. And the blurb about that is, since trauma is a part of the human experience, how can we be a part of the solution to work together to heal individually and collectively? And I have a quote from Robert Masters. So this is from the book. Every month there's a recommendation for a book to read that goes with the theme. So the book is called Spiritual Bypassing: When Spirituality Disconnects Us from What Really Matters. And he writes, blind compassion is rooted in the belief that we are doing the best that we can. Blind compassion is rooted in the belief that we are doing the best that we can. When we are driven by blind compassion, we cut everyone too much slack, making excuses for their behavior and making nice in situations that actually require a forceful no, an unmistakable voicing of displeasure, or a firm setting and maintaining of boundaries. Blind compassion keeps love too meek, and it is not the kindness of the Dalai Lama, which is rooted in courage, but rather a kindness rooted in fear of not coming across as it is a kindness rooted in fear of not coming across as a good or spiritual person. With blind compassion, we rarely show any anger, for we not only believe that compassion has to be gentle, we are also frightened of upsetting anyone, especially to the point of their confronting us. Ouch. Ouch for me. All right, take a breath on that. All right, we're gonna come back to that a little bit later. And so let's just focus on the heart space for a moment. Knowing that heart space can hold, it can hold it all. It can hold all of the compassion. It can hold the fear. It can hold the woundedness. And it definitely holds vibrations of healing. And so I invite you to take an inhale with me, holding the breath for a moment, and exhale. And inhale, and hold, and exhale. One more breath like that. And so just being aware of your feet, the surface beneath your feet, the chair, whatever's supporting your body. And just letting that be a metaphor for the support that is ever present for each of us. Oh, we are never alone in any experience. There is that invisible support that we can lean deeply into. And there is the support of community. people who care, people who are willing to listen. And so we breathe into that support, knowing that that heart is like a portal to the divine love. And we relax as we go into prayer. That this one life is expressing through every life all the details, all the challenges, all the triumphs, and everything in between. But Spirit is in these details as each of us, divine expressions, moving through life. Well, they used to say that we're spiritual beings having a human experience, but I read something recently that said we're spiritual beings seeking a human awakening. And that feels a little more accurate. We're already enlightened as spiritual beings. It's the human piece that is the challenge. And so I simply claim that the support we need is right where we are, always. I claim that this life is unfolding for our highest and best good, regardless of appearances. And that doesn't mean that all is well. It means that the biggest picture, all is well. But in the everyday experiences, we are processing. We are processing the sadness, the disappointment, the hurt. We are processing our concerns about the world and what's going on. We are opening our hearts to a higher vision while we process what is uncomfortable. And that heart is holding it all for us. That amazing, powerful heart. And so I'm grateful to know that we are supported, that there is evolution, that we are moving forward, again, regardless of appearances. That as spirit and spiritual beings, there is no going back, there is only moving forward. And so I'm grateful to trust this process of life. And so we simply release these words. If there is anyone in your heart that is feeling heavy, anyone who could use that heart energy, just take a moment and bring them to mind. And how grateful I am that we have people we care about and people who care about us. And so I release these words into that universal law that responds to what we believe. We are blessed. Through it all, we are blessed. And so it is.
Okay, we're going to share, this is a really beautiful song called In These Arms, a song for all beings by Jennifer Berezin. I cannot turn my eyes.
I cannot count the loss
Of all that has been broken,
of all that has been lost.
I cannot understand
the suffering life brings.
War and hate and hunger and a million other things, and the light on the hills, it's full of mercy, and the wind in the trees, it comes to save me, and the silence, it will never desert me. I long to hold the whole world in these arms. May all beings be happy. May all beings be safe. May all beings everywhere be free. When I've done all that I can,
And I try to do my part.
let sorrow be the doorway to an open heart, and the light on the hills, it's full of mercy, and the wind in the trees, it comes to save me, and the silence, it will never desert me. I long to hold the whole world in these arms. May all beings be happy. May all beings be safe. May they be safe. May all beings everywhere be free. May all beings be happy. May they be happy. May all beings be safe. May all beings everywhere be free.
Thank you, Lynn. So, the topic of trauma, which I already mentioned, in preparing today, I had a lot of thoughts, and I had a lot of things come up in my office that I love it when that happens, synchronicities. More than I could use today. But the question I think I've had for a long time is, why do we suffer? And in spiritual classes I've had, the question why is sort of discouraged because there's not often adequate answers for why. And I'm sure we've all experienced times where we are suffering and we pause and we wonder, and we might even move to the question, why me? I sought the answer to that question for many years when I felt a victim to a birth defect. I was born with optic nerves that are not normal. I can see, but I can't see well. And that wasn't a big deal to me personally until I started school, and then everything changed. And so I imagine most people have something. It may not be a disability, but it could be something that was hurtful to them as a child or even, as an adult. Could be, emotional neglect or worse. And so in Science of Mind, we have a thing that we have been saying for a long time about it's all good, or it's all God, or, all is well. And we are kind of moving away from that a bit. As I said in my prayer, big picture, yeah, you can say that, big picture, but from the human experience, that is what is being called now as a spiritual bypass. And so spiritual bypass, if we're going through something and we say, oh, it's all good. It'll work out. It is what it is. And we're not processing the feelings. That's not helpful. And especially if we say that to someone who is suffering, it's especially not helpful. And so we're coming to recognize that we need to process the feelings and the experiences and come around to honoring them, to honoring this experience. And in my continuing to seek the answer to, why we suffer, I have I've read a number of books on near-death experiences and Akashic records, which includes past lives, things about past lives, and not everybody believes in past lives, but for me, that is making a lot of sense, I must say. And so could it be that we spiritual beings have come into these bodies for a reason? It could be an intention or to learn something with the outcome of evolution, evolving. And in a parable that I'm going to read to you, it's a children's parable from Neil Donald Walsh, it's evolving to become who we are. And this parable is called The Little Soul and the Sun. So the little soul said excitedly to God, I know who I am. God said, that's wonderful. Who are you? The little soul shouted, I'm the light. That's right, God said and smiled. You are the light. The little soul was happy to figure out that's what the little soul was there for, to figure that out. Who am I? In this kingdom of souls, in this kingdom of God. And the little soul said, wow, this is really great. I know who I am. But soon there was some inner stirrings, and the little soul felt like it wanted to be who it was. It was one thing to know who it was, but it was different to be who it was. And so it went back to God and said, "Hey, God, now that I know who I am, is it okay for me to be it? To feel what it is to be the light?" God's expression changed. "There's only one thing." "What's that?" said the little soul. "Well, there's nothing else but the light. You are like the candle in the sun with a million gazillion other candles who make up the sun. And the sun would not be the sun without you, for it would not shine so brightly. So how can you know yourself as the light when you are in the light? That is the question," said God. The little soul perked up. "Well, you're God. Think of something." Once more, God smiled. "I already have. Since you couldn't see yourself as the light when you're in the light, we'll surround you with darkness." "Oh? What's darkness?" said the little soul. God replied, "It is that which you are not." "Will I be afraid of the darkness?" cried the little soul. "Only if you choose to be," God replied. "There's really nothing to be afraid of unless you decide there is. You see, we're just making it all up. We are pretending." "Oh, okay." The little soul was reassured. Then God explained that in order to experience anything, the exact opposite of it will appear, which is a gift, because without the opposite, you could not know what anything is like. You would not know warm without cold, up without down, fast without slow, left without right, then without now. But when you are in the darkness, do not shake your fist and raise your voice and curse the darkness. Rather, be a light unto the darkness and don't be mad about it. Then you will know who you are and how special you are, and all the others will know too. But special doesn't mean better. Everyone is special, each in their own way, yet many have forgotten this. But they will see that it's okay for them to shine and be special when you see that it's okay for you to be special and shine. "Wow," said the little soul, dancing, skipping, laughing, and jumping for joy. "I can be as special as I want to be. I can be as special as I want to be." And God, who was dancing, skipping, and laughing and jumping along with him, said, "Yes, and you can start right now. What part of special do you want to be?" "What do you mean?" said the little soul. "Well," God explained, "being the light is being special, and being special has a lot of parts to it. It's special to be kind. It's special to be gentle. It's special to be creative. It's special to be patient. Can you think of other ways to be special?" The little soul was quiet for a moment and then exclaimed, "It's special to be helpful. It's special to be sharing and friendly and kind to others." "Yes," God agreed. "And you can be all of those things or any part of special you wish to be. That's what it means to be the light." With much excitement, the little soul answered, "I know what I want to be. I want to be the part of special called forgiving." "Isn't it special to be forgiving?" "Oh, yes, that is very special," God assured the little soul. Okay, said the little soul, that's what I want to be. I want to be forgiving. I want to experience myself as that. Good, said God. But there's one thing that you should know. The little soul was becoming a bit impatient now. There always seemed to be a complication. What is it? The little soul sighed. There is no one here to forgive. This little soul could hardly believe. No one? No, everyone I have made is perfect. There is not a single soul in all creation less perfect than you. Look around you. Just then the little soul saw that a large crowd had gathered. Souls had come far and wide to hear this amazing conversation with God. Everyone wanted to hear what they were saying. Looking at the countless other souls, the little soul had to agree. Each was so perfect and bright in their light. The little soul felt sad. I wanted to experience myself as the one who forgives. I wanted to know what that part of special felt like. But just then, a friendly soul stepped forward from the crowd. Not to worry, little soul, the friendly soul said. I will help you. You will? Said the little soul, brightening. But what can you do? Why, I can be someone for you to forgive. You can? Certainly, said the friendly soul. I can come into your next lifetime and do something you can forgive. But why? Why would you do that? Asked the little soul. You are a being of such utter perfection. You vibrate with such a speed that it creates a light so bright. Why would you want to slow down your vibration to become dark and dense? Why would you make yourself so heavy that you could do this bad thing? That's simple, said the friendly soul. I would do it because I love you. The little soul seemed surprised at the answer. Don't be surprised, said the friendly soul. You have done the same thing for me. Don't you remember? Oh, we have danced together, you and I, many times across all time and many places we have played together. Don't you remember? Remember how we've been it all. We have been the up and down of it, the left and right of it, the now and then of it, the male, the female. We have been the victim and the villain. We have come together, you and I, many times before, to bring each other the exact and perfect opportunity to express and to experience who we really are. The friendly soul concluded, I will come into your lifetime, and I will be the bad one this time. I will do something really terrible, and that you can express yourself as the one who forgives. Thank you, said the little soul. But what will you do that will be so terrible? Oh, replied the friendly soul with a twinkle, we'll think of something. Then the friendly soul said with a serious, quiet voice, you are right. I will have to slow down my vibration and become very heavy to do this not so nice thing. I will have to pretend to be something unlike myself. And so I have one favor to ask of you in return. Oh, anything, cried the little soul. What is it? What can I do for you? You are such an angel to be willing to do this for me? Then God interrupted. Of course this friendly soul is an angel. Everyone is. Always remember, I have sent you nothing but angels. The little soul asked again, what can I do for you? The friendly soul pleaded, in the moment that I strike you, or do the worst that you can imagine, remember who I am. Oh, I will, cried the little soul. I promise I will always remember you as I see you right now. Good, said the friendly soul, because, you see, I will have been pretending so hard. I will have forgotten myself. And if you don't remember me as I really am, I may not be able to remember either. And if I forget who I am, you might forget who you are. And we will be lost. Then we will need another soul to come and remind us of who we are. No, I won't. I won't forget, said the little soul, promising. I will remember you, and I will thank you for bringing me this gift, the chance to experience myself as who I am. And so the agreement was made, and the little soul went into a new lifetime, excited to be the light, and excited to be that part of special called forgiving. And the little soul waited to experience itself as forgiveness and thank whatever other soul made it possible. And whenever a new soul appeared on the scene, whether that new soul brought joy or sadness, and especially if it brought sadness, the little soul thought of what God had said. Always remember, I send you only angels.
I'm going to share a song called I Forgive Me by Tim McAfee Lewis and Michael Bernard Beckwith. I'm tired of the guilt that brings me pain. Now is the time for me to let go of the shame past behind me. I see anew. I'm ready for my change. I'm ready for my change. I forgive me. I forgive me. Everything that I've been holding on to, I let go. I surrender. I surrender. I'm ready for my change. I'm ready for my change. I forgive them. I forgive them. Everything that I've been holding on to, I let go. I surrender. I surrender. I'm ready for my change. I'm ready for my change. I forgive me. I forgive me. Everything that I've been holding on to, I let go. I surrender. I surrender. I'm ready for my change. I'm ready for my change.
Thank you, Lynn. Okay, Terry. Terry is up. Terry is going to be performing a poem I asked her to perform. And do you need a cordless mic? Okay. It's called. Well, I'll let her introduce it.
When Jenn asked me to perform this poem, it's called "We Have Come to Be Danced" by Jewel Mathiasen. She didn't know that I have been interested in topics related to this, and James Jones, our old friend at Unity, just sent me a book called "We Are the Divine Dance." So thank you for that. We have come to be danced. Not the pretty dance. Not the pretty, pick me dance, but the claw our way back into the belly of the sacred, sensual animal dance. The unhinged, unplugged, cat is out of the box dance. The holding the precious moment in our hands and feet dance. We have come to be danced. Not the jiffy, booby, shake my booty dance for him, but the wringing the sadness from our skin dance, the blow the chip off our shoulder dance, the slap the apology out of our posture dance. We have come to be danced. Not the monkey see, monkey do dance, not the 1, 2, dance like you, 1, 2, 3, dance like me dance, but the grave robber, tomb stalker, tearing scabs and scars open dance, the rub the rhythm raw against our souls dance. We have come to be danced. Not the nice, invisible, self-conscious shuffle, but the matted hair flying, voodoo mama, shaman shaking, ancient bones dance. The strip us from our casings, return our wings, sharpen our claws and tongues dance. The shed dead cells and slip into the luminous skin of love dance. We have come to be danced, not the hold our breath and wallow in the shallow end of the floor dance, but the meeting of the Trinity, the body, the soul, the beat dance. The shout hallelujah from the top of our thighs dance. The mother, may I? Yes, you may take 10 giant leaps forward dance. The ollie ollie oxen free heaven dance. The everyone can come to our heaven dance. We have come to be danced, where kingdoms collide in the cathedral of flesh, to burn black into the light, to unravel, to play, to pray, to root in the skin sanctuary. We have come to be danced. We have come.
That was awesome. Thank you, Terry. I picked the right person. Okay. Oh, take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath. This is, these kind of topics, they may bring stuff up. They may make us uncomfortable. They may remind us of a reality that we don't want to look at. And so it's good to breathe and just be present in your body and be present with where you are and just honoring that. Honoring that. I'm just going to ask if there's anyone that wants to share anything about anything that has come up so far today. just comments, feedback, anything? Yes. Melinda?
I am so grateful to be here. I am hearing words that are so beautiful and positive and uplifting. I'll never forget what I've heard today. What can I say that I'm grateful?
Anyone else? Comments on the parable or the poem or anything? And it's not required. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Oh, the last sentence was, the little soul remembered what God had said, that God only sends us angels. Angels. God only sends us angels. We're surrounded by angels in this room. Okay, we've come to the time in the service we call the offertory, time to share our financial gifts and to acknowledge that there are many gifts that people share here beyond money, and we are grateful for people's time and talent and showing up today. We are so grateful. There are many ways that you can give. In person, there's a basket on the table. There's a QR code, and you can go to thecelebrationcenter.org and click on the Give button. You can also mail us a check. Our address is on the website. And so please join me in our offertory affirmation. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so we bless these gifts, knowing that they come from our hearts. These gifts are given with a sense of joy. It is a joyful thing to give freely and to support where you're being spiritually fed. And so we simply know that those gifts multiply as they are given freely. That is the law of circulation. That abundance is flowing to this center, and abundance is flowing to everyone who participates in this center, whether you're in person or online. That prosperity is moving through all lives everywhere. And let's affirm it for the world, that there is enough of what is needed everywhere in this world. There is enough food and shelter and medical care, and whatever is needed, there is enough. And so it is. All right, we have a closing song.
Okay, I hope you'll join us if you feel up to standing and singing with us. The lyrics are up here, a beautiful song by Carrie Newcomer called Room at the Table. Let our hearts not be hardened. To those living on the margins, there is room at the table for everyone. This is where it all begins. This is how we gather in. There is room at the table for everyone. Too long we have wandered, burdened and undone. There is room at the table for everyone. Let us sing the new world in. This is how it all begins. There is room at the table for everyone. There is room for us all, and no gift is too small. There is room at the
share. Come on, pull up a chair. There is room at the table for everyone. There's enough if we share. Come on, pull up a chair. There is room at the table for everyone. There is room at the table for everyone.
Please join me in some closing affirmations. And remember, if you want prayer, just ask one of us practitioners after service. Repeat after me. I remember who we are, all angels. I forgive myself and others when we forget who we are. I trust we are all evolving through love. And so it is. Give yourself a hand for being here.